So then you're saying your first cause or first motive should be, just as you said before, to feel good, feel fully satisfied, and just be joyful. And then whatever it is will fall into place.
Always, because here is the way it looks from your physical experience. So we're going to stand over here, not necessarily outside the vortex, but we're going to stand here in what is. What is in your bank account, what is in your relationship, what is in your physical body, what is in your world, what is in your environment. We're standing here in the what isness of that. And there is so much data, so much meaty, inspiring data, because as I being you focus on an aspect of anything, immediate request for an improvement relative to that subject radiates from me. I can't contemplate anything without asking for an improvement, even if I am a one-celled organism. A full-fledged human, can you imagine how much asking for improvement you're doing all day, every day? Someone's rude, you want the world to be nicer. You're rude, you want to be nicer. You don't have enough money, you want more money. You don't have a Lexus dealership, you want a Lexus dealership. In other words, all day, every day, contrast is causing you to ask and ask. Now, here's the part that many people don't understand. All of those requests, each and every one of them, is being received and understood and melded in and become by the larger part of you. In other words, when you're sick, you ask for wellness, and the larger part of you becomes vibrationally more well than it was before you got sick. So this expansion, this vibrational expansion, erupts as a result of your exposure, your thinking vibrational exposure to life. You keep asking and becoming, asking and becoming, asking and becoming. So source expands. New generations are born from this platform. That's why the new kids get the computers. In other words, they understand. They're born cable ready. They're born understanding in ways that their parents, they are born at a vibrational level that those who were born before them will never achieve. Talk about a generation gap. It's a vibration gap. So here is this culmination of who you have become. And now in your human form, in your physical form, you have the option all day, every day of moving in the direction of your furthest expansion or not. And when your choice is in the direction of your expansion, it feels salivating. It feels delicious. It feels compelling. It feels inspiring. It feels intoxicating.
And that is unique, right?
Frisky. Say again?
And is that expansion unique to every single person?
It's unique. It is your unique calling, because, and this, we're glad that you piped in there with that, because that is the thread that we're wanting to follow. What most humans don't understand is that because you've put all the pieces in, you have a unique swirling that's calling you, that is unique to you, and that's what you want to call your life's purpose, because you keep feeling it. But it wasn't there before you were born. Somebody else didn't assign it to you. You put it there. You created it, but you cannot have joyous satisfaction unless you come into vibrational alignment with it. And we all continue to exist for that expansion. In other words, it's not because the world needs another painting or the world needs another Lexus dealership, although it does need that. It's that as creators, you want something to set your creative skills toward, because expansion is necessary to eternity, and eternity is an absolute given. In other words, we could never tell any of you any of this. You could never find resonance with these precise words, and you could maybe never follow your bliss or reach for joy and come into alignment with who you are, and still the universe and its expansion would move along just fine, because it is all so well set up, whether you understand it or not. In other words, you are source energy, whether you know that you are or not. And you are exploring contrast, whether you know that you are or not. And you are creating this vortex, whether you know that you are or not. And at the time of what you call death, we call it your croaking. We try to be disrespectful since there is no death. At the time of your re-emerging back into non-physical, you will mesh with all that your vortex is, and you will feel the satisfaction of it then. So all is well whether you ever get it deliberately and consciously or not.
Wow,
But so much more satisfying to be in this body, mostly in the vortex, exploring contrast and knowing that you're giving birth to things and knowing that you can follow your guidance of your emotions and line up with them. And then, as our friend says, get to watch the satisfying evidence of the universe knocking itself out to show you in the vortex on that, in the vortex on that, in the vortex on that, alignment here, alignment here, alignment here, alignment here, alignment here. All of those, isn't it hundreds of times more satisfying to plan for something and then deliberately hold yourself vibrationally in concert with it, and then watch the genius ways that the universe delivers it to you and feel your part in the creation? Isn't deliberate creation just the very best thing? In other words, it's fun to stumble into the vortex. Sure it is. But it is ever so much more delicious to deliberately hone your vibration and deliberately come into alignment and therefore deliberately fulfill your purpose, which is conscious creation.